All right, all right. What's going on, brothers? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. All right, brothers. I want to come back and do a better breakdown of the type of ghetto women that I've experienced, or that, from my vantage point, that I've seen throughout the so-called black community. And I just wanted to break down the sexy red types against the Sukihana types. From my vantage point. All right, let's get right into it. Now, brothers, the sexy red, in my opinion, of all the what you would call the ghetto women in the black community, is probably the best one you can get, in my opinion. If you're gonna deal with those type of women seriously, hey, that's on you. Reason being because they are who they are. As long as you are honest with those type of women, you usually be okay. They're straight shooters. Usually, I'm not, but don't get me wrong, they're still women, so women gonna be women. But you're not gonna get a lot of drama with these girls. These girls are not gonna be doing. I'm not saying they can't happen, but a lot of times I came across women like this. They're not gonna set you up. They're not gonna, drop your location for somebody to come, do you dirty. They're not gonna call their brothers on you to beat you up. They don't. A lot of those type of women usually don't do a lot of those things, and they usually keep people out of their business. You know, that's just the truth of the matter. And like I say, they usually, not saying you can't get them out of body or out of pocket, but the sexy red types are like this, which I think I said in the first video. You can bring a sexy red type in a room full of guys, and she won't get shook. If anything, she'll start clowning all the guys if the guys try to do something to her. She might say, "Man, you don't get your little self out here, your ugly, she'll, what I mean, she'll try to fight back with what she had, which is her mouth, like most women. Not saying you can't get her scared or take advantage of her, 'cause she's a woman, but I'm just saying you'll find them in that type of situation. And usually when you come across a sexy red, if you see her somewhere with a bunch, see her in a situation where there's a bunch of men, you'll notice a lot of the men don't even mess with her. I'm talking about in real time. They don't even mess with her because she's not shook. She ain't shook. She's not shook. She's been there. She's done that. She gonna be like, if I did it, I done it. That's her. That's the sexy red types from my vantage point, and they're nothing new. They was in the 90s. Hell, they was in the 80s, brothers. They was in the 80s. Shit, they was in the 70s for some of the stuff I read. They would fall into that category. So, you're not gonna, you're not gonna catch her, lying, uh, spreading a lot of chaos. That's not what they normally do. If they do it, they do it. You know what I mean? That's just how they are. But don't get me wrong, brothers. They still women. But out of all the categories, these women, the sexy reds, they're gonna be the less problematic in my personal vantage point of these type of women. They're less problematic. They're not gonna keep up a lot of drama. And like I said, as long as you can keep them happy, and which they normally just like to have fun. And I'm talking about that they're not the ones I've came across. They're not picky. I mean, you could take them to Dairy Queen. They'll be happy. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But anyway, let's get to the other part. Now, the Sukihanas. The Sukihanas, brothers, are the girls like like on Janky Promoters. She having sex with the guy, then she's talking about, I got raped, and the dude go to prison. That's what I get with the Sukihana type, with the women I put in the Sukihana class. Like I said, when the old boy tried to kiss her, like I said, he shouldn't have did that, but it wasn't like he did nothing crazy. But it was the whole fact of how she played victim, like she was just so hurt and distraught. And I've seen her do that a couple of times on like social media, where she's like, she want to be respected, and woo woo, she don't want to be treated like this, and all this nonsense. And she reminded me of those girls back in the 90s. When I was coming up, man, they did that. They'll be messing with these guys, and now they try to cry rape, or they try to play victim. And the Sukihana type girls, man, are the biggest whores in my opinion. They usually have the biggest bodies. These are the women who will be in the church house, sleeping with the pastor, the deacon, and even his wife. These are those type of women. They are the big. You know, and look, as a matter of fact, look at her from the outside looking in. Look how she dressed when she around, what's it, Dr. Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Those are the Suki Hana types, man. And they usually have a big body count, brothers. They usually do. You know, so, yeah, man, be careful of those women, man. You know, like I said, if you can mess with them in the dark and it don't come to light, I think you'll be okay. But some come to light, boy, they gonna throw you under the bus, man. That's just what I get, you know. Now, Suki Hana in all actuality might not be like that, but that's how she comes off to me. Like I said, I'm on the outside looking in. Are the women I would put in her category in real time. That's how I'm telling you, man. I've seen them. You know, this is just my analysis of it. You know, what say you, brothers? You know, what's your analysis of the different type of ghetto women? Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's guys who can break things down way better than me. But yeah, that's the difference right there, man. They will do hoish things, but man, if you blow up their spot or if it comes out, they're gonna do their best to throw you under the bus. Now, the good thing about a Suki Hana, in my opinion, these type of women in today's climate, is that a lot of the stuff they do is not really shame no more. So they don't have a reason to really play victim as much as they did back in the past. So I think that's one of the good parts, you know, for you guys going in the so she ain't gonna be really shamed. Well, yeah, you know. Oh, girl, is that it? Really, she don't get shamed for those things that she did back of yesteryear. You know, it's not really a big thing for a girl to get a threesome ran on her and put it on the camera. It's not, you know, people don't really care. You understand what I'm saying? So you won't catch them playing the victim card as much as they did back in the day. I think, you know, from that to that degree, I would say in today's climate. So I guess that's a pro you got there, brothers. But that's it right there, brother. I just wanted to break that down right there, give it a little more clarification. Yeah, they can be grimy, man. But like I say, nowadays, a lot of stuff that women do is not really shamed upon. So they don't have a lot of reason to play victim as much as they did before. All right. But anyway, brothers, that's it, man. You know, tell me what you guys think, man. I'm out. Peace.